The Sheffield Steelers versus the Nottingham Panthers has been a festive favourite for years, but this season, with both teams tied at the top of the table, more than just bragging rights are at stake. Aaron Fox has moved quickly to lure Patrick Watling out of retirement, but he's not in the lineup yet. Kyle Watson replaces the injured Ivan Bjorkley-Nordstrom. Nottingham's new signing Johnny Curran does start. This marquee fixture will be an elite league record attendance. Renovations and improvements to the Utilita Arena mean that this crowd will be the biggest for a Steelers home league game in 30 years. Shot from Hildeman is blocked by Gentile. Led it back behind the goal where he had teammate support, but Panthers won't let the Steelers escape easily. And Alfaro battling in on it. Steelers do eventually get it partway up the boards, not fully out of the zone. Now the Panthers might try and profit. They tried to hit the pass, but Kelly got a block, and that one gets through Greenfield from range. Panthers open the scoring with David Noel.
Again, credit the shift before this. Like I said, Betters just sort of shuffles the puck down the ice and gets the offensive faceoff, avoids the icing, and then Steelers can't get the puck out after the faceoff. And Kelly does a good job there the first time to block it. A little unfortunate, goes straight back, and the quick shot again right there. I think it just sort of catches Greenfield off guard, and a little bit of flyby traffic. We'll see it better here. There's the block, there's the flyby, and you can see it just gets zipped right through.
30 seconds left on this Panthers power play.
Again, they battle down on the boards, Jonathan, to try to keep the numbers.
Lost his stick. And that's off the post. And the Steelers trying to get it away, and the Panthers claim that was a Steelers hand in the crease. They immediately rush across to the referee. I'll say hand pass, but not covered. It was Doherty, in fact, who dropped his stick.
Doherty right there, you see. He just sort of dives on it and pushes it away, and then Greenfield finds it, so.
This time he skates into traffic. And now here's Hurd with support arriving. Cormier plays it through to the net front, and it's saved by Carr to deny Harper.
And Harper looks skyward again. Steelers on the break, catch Panthers on a little 3-on-2. I thought the defenseman did a pretty good job here, but just misses it. Cormier, great one-touch down, and you can see Carr gets the stick down right there. Sort of deflects it up in 5-hole, and that's not sure what it hit in there, but it bounced around and came right back down out in front, and Carr jumps down on it. So that's 3 huge saves for him this period.
One back by Curran for the Panthers. Goes down low off Greenfield's pads, and it breaks loose on the far side, but for the Steelers it was Dowd who was onto it. And the chase on for Usalu, closed in quickly, but quite quickly enough. This little drop of the shoulder for the Steelers, and they'll move through here, and here's the opportunity they've waited for, and they don't miss it when they get it. Jasper snaps it home, and 9,500 are on their feet.
Yeah, I think it's Robert Dowd that ends up having the opportunity in tight, and he just bumps it back. Steelers on a little neutral zone switcheroo right here, and it's a little chip and chop, and right there, Jasper may gets a little bump after the fact, but nice little play here. Panthers do a pretty good job. They just overreact a little bit, trying to get there quick, and this is what we said about that blocker side low with the left. We said that with Garrett before that, and there it is, right in the right spot. Goalie's really struggled to get at it, and Evan Jasper puts it exactly where he needs to.
Mark's not able to bring it under control.
Yeah, both teams not really being able to create anything. Everything's just sort of bouncing off sticks at the minute. Just trying to keep the pucks going forward.
Panthers take a risk playing it in front, but it's worked out okay, because now Curran is free at the other end, and he gets under Greenfield and in for a debut goal for Curran.
A big smile on Johnny Curran's face as I think he tries to slide this across and just rolls off the end of his stick and goes underneath Greenfield, but Panthers do a good job catching Steelers a little bit on a 2-on-1. We'll see it as he rolls. He's trying to pass it across, and you can see that Greenfield's just a little bit awkward on the save right here. Watch. He gets his 1 foot stuck underneath him, and he can't get his pad out from underneath. But yeah, he's going to go across the crease with it, and it slides under. A bit fortunate again.
Marcinov climbed into that one, hammered it a fraction wide. That one's blocked in the traffic in front. Greenfield didn't know where it was. Now here goes Tremblay. Gentile tried to play the backhand pass through. Doesn't go. Gentile didn't really get enough on it as it turned out. Smart move from Pearson. Trying to dangle his way through. It doesn't happen. Now there's a little bit of space for Gentile to skate into. Manoeuvres inside. Puck is still there and the Steelers hammer it in. Tremblay has levelled it up.
A little bit fortune for the Steelers as Gentile does a good job. Kelly stands up at the blue line and stands on the puck, and the puck goes the other way with Gentile. He makes a nice little move around the defense, and it just rolls. I think if you watch, I think maybe it just sort of goes off the stick right there and goes through. Tremblay being the righty, the lefty makes a big difference, but the righty comes through, can slam it into the back of the net. There's nothing that Carr can do about this. That's totally unexpected for him to get through. Tremblay wastes no time right here, gets through 3 or 4 players, and Carr tries to track it, but he can't.
It is loud in here. You probably knew that. You can probably hear it yourselves. Dowd. Fake's going one way. Drives forward. Dowd. Make save made. Usala!
And the building erupts yet again. This is a Robert Dowd little spin around me. The acceleration on the defense can't do anything about it. He's on him and like lightning right here. You can see the nut stood up. He can't do anything. And there's that shot off the backhand shot. Mikko Usala, again, not one to sit around and wait. You can see he's busting, looking for pucks. And Cooper Zek doesn't do a good enough job. He's looking for puck, doesn't see Usala attacking. Yeah, there's nothing that D-man can do, but Usala's the first one there, and again, that just gets slammed into the back of the net like you need to.
Made by Robert Dowd and finished by Mikko Usala. The Steelers have scored twice in 36 seconds. Panthers need to get the puck down the other end of the ice. Get a chance now with Marcinov. Keep it moving to the near side. Volkan drops it off. What a goal! Hammered in for his second of the game by David Knoll.
That's a huge blast from David Knoll. Nice job here. Volkan doing a good job 3-on-2, but look at that little bit of a flyby screen and it goes past. Steelers player, I think it's Ryan Tate on the back check, and it goes high into the top of the net. Greenfield doesn't react, couldn't see it to be fair. You see it right here, it's slow-mo, goes past him, and it's up and in, and wow, yeah, that got away in a hurry.
Second of the game, 9th of the season, and we are tied again. Drop back, opportunity for the Panthers to win it.
Big save again for Greenfield.
Still not loose. The Steelers need this away, and they will get it out of the zone. The Panthers will come forward with one final chance to win it in regulation. Marcinov. Puck goes to the end boards. Tangle on the far side, and we will go to overtime and a little bit of a shove after the whistle. The officials step in and try and calm it all down. Jasper had his helmet knocked off in the middle of all that. And he's got plenty to say. Who's got the game winner on their stick here? Pearson drops it off. Marcinov snaps it wide. Oh, fanned on. And the Steelers get the turnover. Panthers hustle back. Dowd trying to play it backwards. Pearson wouldn't let him. Pearson's done good work initially. Hurd with the interception. Dowd has kept himself onside. Hurd's manoeuvred his way through. Now it's time for Dowd to have a go. Tries the backhand shot. Robert Dowd does it again. else?
Can only be Jonathan Canada, but great job Mitchell Hurd going through the neutral zone and through the middle of the ice. Holds it up, does a great little pass or move in between his stick and his skates. He keeps possession of it. Robert Dowd just sort of leans off the other side of him and accelerates around the corner. Two Panthers come together, but again, quick feet on the move. How many times we say it over and over and over, the backhand release. Kevin Carr can't do anything about this. He has no idea where the release is, and this is just a good, hard backhand shot to the glove side.
Robert Dowd is the Steelers' overtime hero for the 6th time in his career and the 2nd time against the Nottingham Panthers. A game that has lived up to its billing. Robert Dowd, who else, is the man of the match for the Sheffield Steelers. Elite League goal 398. And one of the most special. He will get to do another Eddie. And I think this one's going to be a team effort, because this win was a real team effort. In front of an Elite League record 9,512. And all the fans wearing orange and black are still here. The ones in black and gold are already off down the motorway. We've got a full team lineup at centre ice, ready for Robert Dowd. And when one goes, they all go. Robert Dowd puts the Steelers on his back so often. He's put all the Steelers players on their back with one little shoulder check.
It only takes a tap sometimes, eh?
Period scores 0-1, 1-0, 2-2, 1-0. Steelers shots by period 9-12, 11-1 for a total of 33. The Panthers 11-8, 19-0 for a total. 33 for the Steelers and a total of 38 for the Panthers. Steelers took 4 penalty minutes and the Panthers were 0 for 2 on the power play. Aaron, your immediate thoughts?
Yeah, happy for the 2 points, obviously. I thought the first 20 minutes of game we were a little flat, but got into the game in the second period there. Huge goal to tie that at 1, and great play by Reese Kelly at the blue line, and then Doughty, I'm not sure how he saw him there, and makes a great play on a breakaway there for Jazzy. I thought we played well for the middle portion of that game. In the third, maybe we after we got the lead there, we bent and didn't break until that goal we gave up. Again, 2 of our goals tonight, we got pinching D, then we don't have cover for them in those situations, so we just got to make some better decisions there. Happy we were able to obviously win that game in overtime. I thought Doughty was a man on a mission tonight. He was the best player on the ice, and kind of willed us a win there. Greener again, played great and made some huge saves down the stretch, and we'll take the 2 points. Never an easy one, with no ice on Christmas, and the work week is a little bit different over the holiday period there. But happy we were able to get it done.
Let's talk a little bit more about Reese Kelly, because it was a crucial role he played in getting that Steelers' first goal. It feels like that was a play he may not have made at the start of the season. He seems like he's growing in confidence and trusting his game more.
Yeah, I think, to be fair to Reese, I feel like Reese made plays earlier in the year. It was just maybe his mistakes ended up in the back of our net at times, or in grade A scoring chances, where right now he's managing the game really well. Like, there's always going to be mistakes in this game, and that's just the reality of hockey. It's one of the most mistake-filled games on the planet because of how fast-paced the game is, and how difficult the game is. So he's managed the game really well. He probably should have been rewarded over the last 2 or 3 weeks. I feel like he's always a guy that is pretty patient on the puck and makes plays. So it was good. It was great tonight. He makes the initial play at our own blue line there with some patience, and then jumps in and a nice little pass through to Doughty there. So it was huge play momentum for us to get us going. And we're obviously rewarding him with the additional ice time now, and that's the way this business works.
And the overtime wins continue to pile up. Is there any sense of frustration that these aren't regulation wins with how tight it is at the top and tiebreakers, or is it just simply too early to say?
I think when you're in the middle of it, you're probably just happy for the 2 points. Obviously, I would have liked to close that game out in regulation. We were up late, similar to the last Nottingham game. So, but that's, I think it's probably more disheartening when, you're watching two other top teams get 3-point games, around the league. And but for us, when you're in the middle of it, I think for us, you're just happy to get that extra one, keep that momentum going, and hopefully it carries over tomorrow.
And it needs to carry over tomorrow because it's still very, very tight at the top.
Yeah, tons of hockey left to play. We know that, every game is important, especially when, right now it's us, them, Nottingham, Belfast. If you look at where they are at a point percentage, there's a clear 4 at the top right now that it looks like it's going to be a long year and a lot of jockeying for that top spot. But we'll focus on doing a pretty good game review from tonight, seeing some stuff that we can clean up and being just a little bit better tomorrow, hopefully.
Great ovation for Patrick Watley when he was announced to the crowd before the game. How soon might it be before he's into the Steelers lineup? Yeah,
I think, to be honest, if we were light right now, Waddy could have given us some minutes tonight. He's been not in hockey shape, and he could use the extra skates right now when we've got a full team rolling right now as well. So there's a good chance that we'll see him. We'll check the infirmary tonight, and if there's no status that's unnecessary, we'll probably see him in the Manchester games.
And the final word tonight has to go to Robert Dowd, who once again finds a way.
Yeah, like I said, I felt like he carried us tonight. He makes 2 great assists, and then the overtime goal. He's so good on the puck and so strong, and he's a guy that doesn't want to give it up unless there's the right play to be made. So it was nice that he showed some patience there and found the back of the net. Big goal.
Coach, what are the immediate emotions following that game?
Again, another close game between the two teams. I thought first period we played a really good period. I thought pretty even. Second period, I felt for 15 minutes there. They had us on our heels a bit. Carsey made a couple good saves, and then we got going kind of the last 5 minutes there, created a couple chances of our own, and we get a goal to go ahead there in the third, and then it just didn't manage the puck well. We get caught on a turnover there. It's 2-2, and then momentum's starting to shift. This building gets going, and they get a quick one after. But great resiliency from our guys. I thought after that third goal went in, we played well. Next shift was good. We followed it up with another shift, and we had some ozone time. We had quite a few set plays off the face-offs. We had some good looks, and Greenfield made good saves. But big tying goal there by Noel, and then OT. Just we got crossed up a little bit there, and nice play by Dowdy, and unfortunately we get the 1 point instead of 2.
That's the second time in 2 visits here in the league that's happened. Given how tight things are at the top, is it a frustration that you've not been able to turn one of those into a full 2 points?
Yeah, I mean, always in hindsight. But you know what? I think the biggest thing is coming back tomorrow and finding a way to win a hockey game, and that's obviously the goal. And, if we can accomplish that, we'll, 3 out of 4 points against Sheffield Steelers is a good weekend.
And the big difference tomorrow is home ice and a home crowd to play in front of. You saw how loud 9,500 were tonight. There'll be 7,000 in black and gold tomorrow to help you.
Yeah, no, we like playing at home. Obviously, we got a great fan base and it's loud in there. But at the same time, we've played phenomenal hockey on the road. I think we've dropped 6 points on the road all year long. So, wherever we are, just got to obviously go in and execute a plan. But like you said, two good teams slugging it out. And unfortunately, we were on the wrong end of it.
And it seems like now for a season and a half, these two teams have played some very tight games. I'm suggesting that they're probably going to be like this the rest of the way.
I think so. I can't see it being any other way.